torn asunder by greed and the struggle for power. The gods have grown weak, their power stolen. Bound by mortals to magical gems, this dark hour was known as the Rupture, a cataclysmic event which plunged the world into chaos. Now, the kingdoms of man, far to the east, are divided. Dwarfs and elves far north, bitter enemies over conflicts long forgotten. Nomadic tribes wander the south shores for their lost homes. The halflings and gnomes living together far out west. In the middle of all this, the Badlands, a place where only one rule applies: survival of the fittest, but also the place where fame and fortune awaits those brave enough to seek it. The ones mad enough to try are also known as adventurers. This is our world. Welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons show, The Gems of Power.
Hey there everybody, and welcome to the Gems of Power, our weekly D&D 5e show. Sorry for those intro problems. Okay, everything is fixed and we arrive, we are here. What is up everybody, how is it going?
Hey.
It's going pretty good. How's everyone's week been going?
I have had a pretty good week. I spent my weekend doing some science fiction LARP stuff, which is fun. And playing way more SWTOR than I thought I ever would again. So there you go. That's what I've been doing. Yeah. Waiting to play The Witcher 3, which I have completely downloaded and I'm ready to go, but I just haven't turned it on yet.
Coolio. I have same thing here. I mean, I can't really play it until I finish with all my stuff on the 15th of July. Not playing it, but it's there. It's in my Steam library. I am so pissed off that I can play. Yeah, it's taunting me. It's like, not installed. Not installed.
Oh, look how
shiny
I am.
Oh.
It also precludes that you can't watch any streams if you don't want to spoil it, because literally everyone and their mum is playing it like right now.
I am aware.
Even people who don't play RPGs are playing it now.
Yeah, it's just like The Witcher. Everybody's playing it. Must be amazing.
Like I saw like Sacriel was playing it. Okay, like, and that's like your most hardcore sort of like survival game person ever.
I know, right?
I don't know.
Crap. What's up?
Well, we're not playing it, at least not at the moment.
Can we just pretend? All right, who wants to be Geralt? Who wants to be Geralt?
Not me. That is the one problem I have with that series. I hate the protagonist. I just hate him. There's just no redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
Yes, and we should talk about the elephant that's not in the room. Also, Neal is prepping for his marathon stream, so he can't be here.
Crazy man.
Yeah, he's a crazy man.
He's a crazy man who hates.
Make sure to check his marathon out. I think it's starting up tomorrow, if I'm correct. It's starting up tomorrow.
I think so.
Make sure to check it out. His stream donation markers are amazing and they're extremely fun. If you haven't heard of Koibu doing his marathon streams, then you've been living under a rock on Twitch.
But yeah, how long is he going for this time?
I think his minimum is 36 and he wants to do 50. From how I know Neal, it's gonna go over 50.
He's mental. He's literally
says Fuzzy, like coming off a 24-hour a little while ago, right?
Yeah, 24 hours is fine because he's pulling an all-nighter. It's just like, sort of like, we all did that when we were teenagers, right? It's bless you.
I still do that now.
I don't mostly, but but it's fine. It's fine. So 24 hours is you just stay up all night and then you go to bed. But and then you like stay up the next. But with Koibu, it's just like he stays up all night and then he stays up the next night and then he's just and it's just
until he drops.
Terrifies me. Yeah, pretty much. It's just.
I mean, there's a very popular meme with him just doing this when he actually almost finished. I think 120 hours or 90 hours. I'm not exactly sure.
He fell asleep at hour 90 when he first tried for 120.
Yeah, he's like just falling asleep literally like this. Okay, Chad, let's do it.
I remember watching him when they were doing the Intel challenge and he was doing a marathon stream. I remember just watching him and he's just there like.
You have no idea how much prep
that was really
he does.
weird though, because he had to play a different game like every hour. So you ended up playing like Barbie dress up. And...
Yeah, I was there for that. He ended up playing so much shit.
That's fantastic.
The moderator team, which I'm a part of, we had so much work to do then, simply because we would be every hour be like, Neal, change game, Neal, change game, Neal, change. Exactly like that.
All right, so back to the D&D front.
Yeah.
Everyone got to level up last session. What new toys did everyone get?
Last session, but
I'm
got
sure chat's very curious. So DIstractedelf, what did you get when you leveled?
Well, I'm a level 4 monk now. Well, Findira is a level 4 monk. I'm not, but Findira is. And she has slow fall now because it's like the level 4 monk thing. So she has slow fall. She can flurry of blows and stuff more. And I also took a +2 to my dexterity. So basically, I just like made myself better rather than taking a feat or anything. Findira is just. She's just more dexterous.
Awesome. Fuzzy?
I just took 2 extra dex because it's less maths. And yeah, pretty much. It's just like, yeah, you can take the sniper feat. That involves a lot of working shit out. No, that's not happening. So, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Chuky?
Oh, I have taken more charisma. Matthew has been really entertaining his people skills, and I thought that more charisma would be good for him. Especially that charisma is his spell modifier and damage modifier, so we're sitting at very nice 18 charisma, and actually looking to see if I get anything else at level 4, but I don't think so.
And last but not least, Clamtaco.
I took the tough feat. That's +8 HP. Now at 59 HP maximum.
Christ.
So,
Which for a barbarian is actually 118. Unless it's psychic damage. Unless it's
only when he's
damage.
raging. If I manage to ambush him, I can kill him.
Okay.
You can try. You can try.
You can try. But guess what? You won't. Okay. Because I got nearly 60 HP, and I'll be even more stronger by the end of the day. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
can basically punch you in the nuts with no worries whatsoever.
Yeah, like they are no longer nuts. They are just 2 ball bearings, like made of iron, just hanging there. Yeah, that's it.
Deal.
I can still stare you down though.
They make a clinking sound when he walks. It's like clink.
Yep, exactly. And the holder is actually a little leather hide bag, like, with a little string tied around the top. Anyway.
Also, I do get an additional spell, so I'm gonna be looking right now to see what I get. But yeah, continue on.
All right, so last we left our heroes, they were in the Badlands. They had been attacked by a variety of things: giant scorpions, huge swarms of rats, and they were on their last day of travel to the great forest of
Aliendra.
See, my problem with is I'm looking at the map and the R is covered up by a tree, so I can't tell if it's Ali and like Aliendra. So first things first, let's see if they actually make it to Aliendra with anything else interesting happening. Oh, and they do. That's so sad.
Darn it, we made it to safety. Relatively.
So mid-afternoon on your 3rd day of travel, you start to see this in greenery on the horizon, and as you get closer, these enormous trees start coming into view. This is the most green you've ever seen in your entire life at this point, because the human area of Erin around Atlas and Cara Dûm and Iridia is almost completely desolate. It's almost impossible to farm in. Even getting crops to raise up is like a full-time job for the farmers, and they don't get quite the yield that they apparently got in olden times. There's very few forests left. So this is like an enormous shock to the senses. There's so much green. All the trees seem incredibly healthy and vibrant and alive.
I don't know. Vendira's pretty happy.
Matthew is ogling everything. For most of his life, he hasn't seen a tree ever.
Yeah.
So he's like...
And as you get closer, you feel like you're like right next to the forest at this point. But it actually takes you a couple of more hours to get there. And when you finally get close enough, you realize it's because on average, the trees are about 100, 150 feet high. These trees are absolutely enormous.
I just
most
stare.
of them are wider around the base than like your arm span. Huge trees.
Wow.
Do we see any signs of elves?
Nope, no signs of elves.
She doesn't really give much of a shit about. Well, she's really paranoid because she's like, yeah, okay, it's like fucking, you know, we're gonna get sniped here.
Finn,
But, like,
have you ever been in
look,
here?
Look, these are amazing vantage points. But like, she's not like, she doesn't give a shit about the forest really because it's like, can't nick it, you know. There is nothing of value here.
Can I nick it? No.
So if I see Findira kind of like ogling as well, like being happy, and he's like, Findira, have you ever been here?
Oh man, okay, here we go. Here, no. But other forests?
What other forests? Are there forests bigger than this one? Never thought I would...
This one is pretty big. But there's some forest around Callum. Lots of woods. Come from there.
Karam, huh? Haven't heard of that one. Well, definitely would want to see it one day. Trees are amazing. I've only seen pictures and books of them until now. And you just, I'm talking to you, but at the same time, I'm kind of staring. Like, I'm half talking to you, like...
Lots of different trees. These ones I not seen before.
Yeah, there's a lot of different shades of green here. Yeah, that one's so brown. Yeah, I'm like very much a city person, so I'm just.
Vindira's like having this conversation with Matthew. Like, smells good. Like forest smell.
Mold or something? I don't know. It's musty and weird. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like it, to be honest with you.
It does start to smell like forest as you get closer. For those of you who have been in a forest,
Culture shock.
It's a dank, sort of musty, wet smell. It's overshadowed with all sorts of strange scents.
How far till we get to elves? He says to no one in particular.
Yeah, I'm guessing like one orc around is like some orc around.
Eventually you get to the absolute edge of the forest, and you actually notice a like just barely within the first layer of trees is an empty glade, and that's where all the wagons are heading towards. And in the glade, there's actually a series of tents. There's like, you don't see any permanent structures around at all. And there's multiple wagons sort of hanging around, multiple what looks like groups of guards, each hanging out with their own wagons.
Okay, are these like other convoys, or are these like...
They seem like other convoys.
Does it look like elves, or does it look like something else?
There's a good mixture. Everyone who's in a tent is an elf. Okay. The people who are on the wagons, maybe like 10% of them are elves. You're looking at maybe 15 to 20 more wagons. It's kind of hard to see because the trees keep getting in the way.
Okay, so we're just like coming up on more wagons, basically.
But you end up like the wagons in front of you stop in the clearing.
Okay, cool.
Just a real fast question for you.
Sure.
If a spell has components, are you okay with me just having the spell components pouch because I had it before? And
yeah, I think that's fine.
Unless it's like diamonds or something like that.
Yeah, unless the components actually cost something, they have a listed value in the spell.
Yeah, there's no listed value here.
I'm just gonna sort of like just sort of very subtly keep my bow to hand and ready to go just in case, because I'm a little bit kind of like, you know, I've not really interacted with many elves, and it's all a bit kind of like, and I'm a bit out of my element, and I'm a bit like a little bit paranoid about this. It's just like, okay.
Right.
Checking the crystal that I'm, you know, a little vial of water that I'm wearing. How like worn out is that, and does it seem to be wearing out here at all?
It's about half empty, and it doesn't seem to be wearing out where you are right now at all.
Okay, cool.
You know what? As I see her doing this, I'll say, "Oh, Bjorn, Finn, can you come here a bit?
What is it?
Alright, what do you want?
I'll show you something. Give me your crystals for a bit.
What
You're in
do
a
you
safe
want
place.
What do you want for?
Findera,
I'm just like, oh,
yeah, I'll show you what that book of mine can do. Told you I would.
Findera
tell
just
me what you're gonna do with my crystal.
You see that the brack on the edges? I'm gonna make that go away.
How?
Well, a
Is
spell, of course.
Is this gonna put me at risk for future?
while you guys are busy like debating it, Findera's already like pulling hers like over her head and like with her other hand like keeping the like headdress on, you know, like as she tries to like pull it around. Like
I take it from Findera, I look at Finn and at Bjorn and I say, "Are you?" And I can just show it to see how it works, and then you can do it as well, but that just take more
Fuck
time.
this up, you're gonna lose some fingers, alright, mate?
I smile.
Gonna take this off, throw it at you.
So I'm gonna take all of the crystals and I'm gonna do a ritual
Does he have to roll
spell.
for dex, catch it?
I'm gonna roll a ritual spell for
Mash.
purification.
How are you?
Purify water as a
You're
ritual
casting
spell.
a ritual.
Yeah, ritual spell.
Okay, so you're gonna take. So he
I'm gonna go to the back of
sits
a
down for a
cabin.
minimum of 10 minutes while sort of chanting over your necklaces. That doesn't freak you out at all. You're totally fine.
Yep.
I'm a little weirded out, but you know.
At the end of 10 minutes,
I would like to, at the end of 10 minutes, cast a minor illusion on the necklaces to make them entirely black.
Okay. So there's a subtle glow of blue light, and for a
Okay,
second,
wait,
right at the
one
end.
second. I wanna try and do an Arcana check
maybe
here.
they're actually better, but then they go completely black.
Can I do a Arcana check to figure out what he's
Yes, you can.
I just pull the fucking knife and I'm just like, shoot.
doing?
Fucking idiot. What the hell
Oh
have
my
you done
God.
to these things? What?
I look at them and I'm. Did I actually see her cast a spell, or is it like only?
It's like a racial minor illusion.
No, you were focused. You were focused.
Yeah.
I might.
They suddenly turn black. You just have no idea why.
I attempt to inspect them closer.
So as soon as Finn pulls a knife and everybody starts looking angry, Findera just busts out laughing like.
What? Wait.
What?
Huh?
What's so funny?
What just
And
happened?
then she just goes like, and dispels it, and everything's okay again.
Oh, god damn it!
Oh wow,
I
wow.
was about to. Oh. You're
It's.
lucky you stopped when you did, because he was about to lose some. No.
I just remembered, though. If you,
I
it's
was
okay
gonna
to
ask.
pull a knife on me, but you remember what happened to. It happens not only with spells and the fire thingy. Just putting that out, I can't control it, so
Good to know. Good to know.
I give back their crystals completely blue. No black on them whatsoever.
Yep, they're all recharged. It's like you're the Energizer Bunny, and they just plugged it in.
So at this point, Findera's gonna wander over to one of the other caravans somewhere.
So
Are there any of them that are like humans?
yeah, two of the. So there's 6 wagons in your caravan. One of them was driven by a halfling. He died. 2 of them were driven by humans, and 3 of them were driven by.
Are all of these wagons our wagons, or have we like
No,
arrived?
just you. 6 of the wagons are your wagons.
See, I want to go to like other wagons.
Okay.
Like not our wagons in this
You're just
glade.
gonna wander off.
Well, I mean, not just like we're in a clearing.
Yeah. So at this point, actually, Growl walks up to you guys, and he gives you. Was it a gold a day? So he gives you
2
3
gold a day.
each.
2 gold a day because we were hired to protect.
Oh, that's right. He paid you extra for dealing with Grunt. So he gives you each 2 gold, or each 6 gold. There we go.
There we go.
I can do math. It's an important skill. It's an important skill for a DM.
Oh, gold.
We're fucked when I DM. You realize this, right?
That's the fun of it. That's the fun. It's gonna be so many styles. It's gonna be amazing.
I love gold.
He says we'll be heading back tomorrow. Spend the night here.
Okay, my party and say we're not coming back. We're here. We told you that we're here to visit somebody. It's gonna take us more than just staying here at the edge. We need to go inside.
It's up to you. I'm just telling you, we're heading back tomorrow. I don't think there'll be another one going back to Cara Dune for a while.
Okay, yeah,
He wanders off.
And so you have your crystals which are. They shouldn't go back at all in this place. So we have enough to get back.
Yeah.
So
Actually, now that you bring it up, you feel very clean. It's very strange. Even hiking through the Badlands, and the Badlands always has this sort of clingy, disgusting feeling when you've been in it for too long. It sort of soaks into your skin and makes you feel like you haven't showered in days.
We haven't showered in days.
Well, yes, but it feels. You know how a modern person, when you haven't showered for days, your skin feels gross. Being in the Badlands is like that all the time. But now that you're in the forest, you actually feel clean. It doesn't feel like that anymore.
Findira casually says, "Fleas are gone."
You got fleas.
Okay.
You want fleas?
I'm just gonna start scratching my beard. It's a psychological thing.
It feels really good. It's like,
yeah.
That's the stuff right there.
Yeah.
Like a bear on a tree.
So anyway, I said I was walking over to another one of the caravans before we got our gold. And by the way, she puts her gold in a belt pouch along with like everything she owns. So she doesn't particularly separate her money from like random squirrel bones and stuff. It's all in the same bag.
Nice.
Cool stuff. Check out
You
my
want-
cool stuff. It's a bit shiny.
If you want to pick a human person, you can walk over. There's a wagon about 50 feet away from you. It's
So she's just gonna go up to like unfamiliar wagon A.
yeah.
And just speak to the nearest person. You can be
So
like,
you come up to a guy. He has this big, thick, massive beard and a hat on, and he's leaning back. It looks maybe like he's asleep.
so she seeing the massive beard. She stands like. Is he like asleep on the?
He's on his wagon. He's like leaning back.
Okay,
with a
he's
hat over his face.
like on his wagon.
Yeah.
She's gonna call up. She's gonna be like, "What you here for?"
Yeah. And he has no reaction.
Hello.
Yeah. He's starts to snore a little bit.
Hey. Hey.
I'm gonna hear you shouting. And
Hey!
You just keep doing that till he wakes up.
Pretty much.
I'm
He
just gonna
failed his
amble over
perception
to like,
check.
alright then.
Failed his perception check. Failed his perception
Findira
check.
is basically like doing.
Okay.
Findira is basically doing her like best yappy dog impression right now.
So
She's standing in the middle. Hey.
If you keep us up for a full minute, he will finally pass one of his perception checks,
Okay. Awesome.
and he'll wake up.
I'll look at the others as she does this, and I say,
Child in my dreams, in danger.
Hey. You awake now?
You're right there, Findira.
Yeah,
What's
fine,
up?
talking.
Strange wolf child?
What you here
Child,
for?
you twonk.
What you bring?
It's a halfling.
Yeah, I'm a halfling. What of it?
I look like child. You look like a big dwarf.
I bring what? Where?
What in the cart? What you bring?
Oh, some food. Stuff the elves want. I actually just drive the wagon. I'm not really.
How we meet elves? Go inside.
Well, the elves are in the tents. You got the book tent over there, and you got the food tent, and you got the artifacts tent, and you got the I don't remember what that one is.
like idea is book tent and artifact tent. That might be what we're looking for. You guys care to join me?
I'm going to the food tent. I'm just like,
Findira looks
I'm gone.
food tent.
As you go on, we'll meet back here in 1 hour.
As soon as you say book tent and artifact tent, and then say, "Will you join us?" Findira's like,
Is there beer in the food tent?
Elves drink wine.
"This
I
is
think.
an elven place, yeah."
Yeah, but surely they've got a little bit to sell to, like, I don't know, Outlanders. So surely some of the cart drivers, like, you know, there's a little bit of money in providing.
The elves don't sell things. The elves buy things. Why do you think all the caravans come? It's to sell, not to buy. It wouldn't make any sense to bring all this stuff here to buy.
Hey, Finn!
What?
If you want food, can buy from Big Dwarf.
But there's the whole tent of it.
The tent is for selling, not for buying.
To sell food.
The wagon driver looks like really confused, and he's like, "How did you guys get here?"
We were the orcs. We're here actually not for that. We just kind of got hired on it because we're on the way. We're coming this way, and we're looking for somebody that can translate this. And I've heard the sages here in Aliendra are the best ones.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the kind of thing elves do. They're perfectly willing to provide all sorts of services, but it's mostly in the intellectual realm, as they like to say. Us lesser races don't really have that capacity.
Well, I'm gonna go, and guys, I'm gonna go.
Fidera's just standing there confused at lesser races and capacity.
I'm gonna go to those places. If you want to join me, okay. If not, I'm gonna meet you here in 1 hour. I'm gonna tell you if we have any leads.
Right, hang on. So just to clarify, can I actually buy food in the food tent, or is it only for selling food to the elves? Or
Basically, if you go into the food tent, there's just a counter, like a wooden plank set up, and there's one elf standing behind it with like a whole series of pieces of paper, and he's just like writing things. And you actually see, if you go in there right now, you'll see Growl in there, and he's
but there's no food in there.
Listing off the things he has in the
no
wagon.
food in the food tent.
Behind the counter, there's like barrels and a few bags that contain food because you recognize them from the wagon. But there's not like food. There's not like food for sale. It's literally just this is the tent where you sell the food to the elves that you brought on your caravan.
Okay, just for putting out there, I'm going towards the book tent right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk out and just be like, well, shit. All right.
If you get into the book tent, it's the same thing. There's an elf behind just a wooden plank that's set up as a counter. There's actually no books in the tent. It doesn't look like he's having a very good day.
I go towards him and I say, "Oh, dear sir, my name is Matthew Irwin, and I am here."
What language do you say that in?
Elven. Let me actually check that I know Elven, so I'm not actually lying to you. The fuck is my... What are my languages? I think I know Elven. I'm almost 100% sure I know Elven.
Okay. We'll just assume you know Elven for them. He quirks an eyebrow at you, and he's like, "I didn't know there were any Outlanders left who spoke."
Yeah, Elven, Inferno, Celestial, Common. There we go.
Okay.
Very cool.
I didn't know there were any Outlanders left who spoke our tongue.
By the way, Findira is tagged along with you, and she's just like standing next to you while this is all going on.
Do you have some wares for me? Findira does not speak
in
Elven.
A way, I'm inquiring on your services. I've heard that the sages...
Wait, how do you not speak Elven? You're an elf.
No,
She's not an elf! She's a gnome! She's not an elf! You've been saying that for the past 3 sessions. She's not an elf.
No, I've been saying that since the beginning of the show, because in Roll20 it says Findira elf.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's never gonna get less funny to me.
It's really funny.
We'll get Violet's face.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Super funny.
Yeah, so funny. Okay, so I'm inquiring.
So you have no idea what they're saying is the point I'm getting at here.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not really paying attention anyway.
Your sages are the best that I've heard are still in existence, and I'm looking for somebody that can translate something that for most humans is undecipherable.
Indeed.
Would you be that kind of man I'm looking for, or can you point me in the right direction?
Can I see the item?
I nod and I give him the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks at it. His eyes go a little wide, and he puts it down on the counter and sort of smooths it out gently with his long fingers.
Okay, go on. I'm gonna, by the way, any reaction that I get, I'm gonna try and insight it.
Okay. Well, so far all you've gotten is a slight widening of his eyes.
Yeah, no problem. Go on.
You can read into that however you want. No insight check required.
Yep, I know.
He looks down at it for a while, like 2 or 3 minutes. His eyes start darting around. He folds it back up. He hands it back to you. He's looking at you.
I put it back in a glass tube. I seal it and I put it back in the backpack. So
there is one among us who might be able to help you decode that map. I'm afraid it's not my specialty in particular.
Understandable.
He's a bit odd.
As all geniuses are, I think it was required to decipher this map.
Give me a charisma check.
Okay, I'm actually pretty good at that. Oh, if I press 6 to that. Go. Persuasion, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not that good at that.
Yeah, I mean, all elves are geniuses, really, but this one is different.
Actually, that's a +4, sorry. Doesn't matter, go on.
Well, it might have mattered. You know what? I'm afraid I have a lot to do today, but come back tonight, and we'll see whether or not a meeting can be arranged.
I'm eagerly looking for that. I will be here tonight.
Okay. And as you're leaving, one of the other elves, or one of the elves that was riding a wagon in the caravan with you, actually comes into the tent carrying a satchel full of what you assume is books. It sounds kind of like books. It has a heavy sort of weighty swing to it.
What I'm gonna do is, as he comes in, I go out, and I am gonna, instead of going outside completely, I'm gonna go to a side, wait for the tent flaps to stop moving, and then go back and try and listen.
You hear sort of a thunk as you assume maybe it's being set down on the counter, and you hear the elf whose voice you recognize from the wagon say, "Ugh, it's good to be home. Getting really tired of being sent out after these useless artifacts."
Are they all still talking in Elven?
They are still talking in Elven.
I'm going to Findera. Shh, I'm gonna tell you all after they finish talking.
Here. It's 10, 12 books. I don't even know. I didn't even bother looking. We never get anything useful. This is a stupid waste of time. And you hear the other guy respond. But it is as she wills it. And who knows? Maybe we'll find the answer. And you hear the other guy respond. I don't even see why it matters. We're safe.
Okay, I think that's about all the interesting thing I'm gonna get from that. So I'm gonna start walking with Findera back, and we wait to Findera my conversation and this guy's conversation completely.
So you just tell her everything that you were saying.
Yeah. So this is what I said. This is what he said. This is what that guy said.
So she just replies. She's like, "Seems much shorter in not elf language. Elf language is long and boring."
Well, it is melodious.
We cut away to Clam. What is Clam doing?
I'm drinking the scraps from my tankard while sitting there, waiting around in the dirt, trying to wait for somebody to find me where I can go pick up more ale around here.
I'm gonna come meandering over to you and just be like, sort of like, give you a little kick and be like, have you had any food yet? Do you know where we can get fed around here?
I have no idea. Apparently,
I went to the food tent.
You guys should still have rations on you, right?
We want good food. I want meat.
Yeah, I heard food tent. I was expecting a tent where you can buy food, not somewhere where you can sell food.
I mean, if you wanted meat, why'd you leave all those rat carcasses behind?
If we're headed towards back towards our cart and we hear these guys grumbling about food, Vindira's just gonna be like, "Could go and hunt."
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I put a hand on Findira. This is elf territory. I'm not sure they'd be happy if you hunt. I think we should. Well, it's their forest. Yeah, but they don't need that lots of meat, and their animals are quite sacred.
Yeah, just go and catch some squirrels or something. They eat trees, right?
I really think we should talk to some elf before we do this.
Hey! Elf! Just yelling over to the nearest elf.
I'm just gonna let this happen. I'm gonna go to
well, I mean, you don't see any elves currently outside of the tents, so.
Okay, well, she's gonna wander back towards the tents, going, "Elves!"
Alright, do you go into one of the tents that you're already familiar with, or do you go into a different tent? Just the nearest tent?
The nearest tent.
Alright, so that's actually
sort of like sidle up behind her and just be like, "Oh shit, is this gonna go well?"
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
So the nearest tent to you is actually the artifacts tent. You wander into the artifacts tent. Be like, "Elf!"
Hey, elf!
Artifacts tent's kind of weird. You actually see like a whole, some sort of metal strut, maybe, behind the counter. There's some small statues. There's lots and lots of strange little things. It looks like it's been a good day for the art.
There is an elf in here, though, right?
There is an elf.
Okay, so Pandera's just gonna be like...
It's like all these small nickable things that is just like... I'm just there going like...
Pandera, of course, you know, keeping up the pleasantries, Pandera is gonna be like, "Nice things! Hey, elf, can we hunt?"
You want to hunt in the great forests of Alan?
I want food.
Did you not bring your own food?
Not good food. I hunt. I'm a good hunter.
She's a growing gnome.
Give me a charisma check.
To eat, man. She needs to eat.
Hang on.
Who? Both of us? Because I'm talking back.
Well,
no, I think
Fidira's doing most of the talking. I want Fidira to give me a charisma check.
Okay.
I mean, you guys don't really necessarily look like
Oh my god.
humans.
We're gonna starve to death.
You should have brought your own food.
Oh, come on, mate. Come on. Look, we're hungry, we're tired, we've had a long journey, we were attacked by scorpions and rats and all kinds of stuff.
For which I'm sure you were handsomely compensated.
Actually, no, we weren't. We were friggin' orcs, and they're a bit tired.
Findira's gonna turn to Finn and be like, "Yes, we were! Gold! We have gold!"
I was just gonna be like,
"Shut up!"
Yeah, but it wasn't a lot of gold, right? Trust me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna give him my most.
Well, unless you have any artifacts for me, I have no dealings with you. Off with you.
Well, all right. Do you know where we can find some food then?
Vindira digs through her pouch for a moment because this guy's asking for artifacts, and she pulls out what looks like a bird skull, and goes, "This."
Is it an actual bird skull?
Yeah.
And he looks at it, sort of tilts his head from side to side. I sense no magic from that item. I'm not interested.
All your other little things are strange. They're strange too.
It's not strange in the right way.
Right. While he's, While he
okay,
is like distracted. Right. I'm gonna try and just like very, very, very slightly just be like, just take something when he's not.
Oh no!
Give me a stealth check.
Right, hang on. What do I roll for stealth now? Right, is it Dex or?
It's still. I believe it's still 1d20 plus 6 for you.
Right.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
There's no way this guy's not gonna see you.
Not after what he rolled.
No. Oh fuck!
So just to
That's
contrast,
like the worst stealth check ever.
just for contrast here, he crit his perception check.
Oh shit me. Okay.
All right. Give me a
We're going to jail. We're going
dexterity.
to elf jail.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. My dex is now 20. So what's that? That's
Oh, your actual stealth should have gone. It wouldn't matter, but your stealth would have gone up by 1, right?
Am I allowed,
So.
am I allowed to stumble in? Can I stumble in
Okay.
right now?
Right. What do I roll for a dexterity saving check? If my dex is gone
It's
up?
plus. It's 1d20 plus 5 plus.
Right.
I don't. Do rogues get proficiency with dex saving throws?
Oh.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Then it's plus 7.
Right. Okay. 1d20
And
plus
and
7.
and yeah, Bjorn could totally stumble in at this point.
I'm gonna stumble in and be like, "Where's the L?
Oh,
This
wait.
dwarf needs to drink."
Didn't I should do slash.
Not here.
Yes, you have to do the slash R part.
Here's things, small things.
All right, that's actually a pass. So you see a small fire literally bloom around your hand, and it does no damage. But the elf is now looking at you. And he
It's
says,
pretty,
"Do
isn't it?
not
It's very pretty.
touch."
I'm so sorry, mate. I am so sorry. I don't know what came. It was just so pretty, though. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Where did you find it? I mean, where's this from? Tell me about it, please. It sounds really.
Out of
What?
the tent.
Let's go.
Oh, nice meeting you. It's lovely meeting you.
Vandera's just gonna that bird skull she had earlier. She's gonna like leave it on the counter and go like, "Okay, bye."
I'm just going to be there, like, to sort of like, yeah, nice to meet you, mate. Have a lovely day. I hope you have a wonderful day, mate.
Oh,
And
Chucky,
then-
you're muted.
Chucky, you're muted.
Is Chucky muted?
I just say goodbye in Elven, and I kind of like, come on, Finn, let's go, Finn, let's go.
Okay. So you guys are out of the tent. You've still not found ale or food.
Hey, I'm still there. He hasn't answered my question yet.
That's true.
Yeah. Now we're alone.
Now we're alone.
Now we're alone.
Is there somewhere I may go to find something, a strong beverage that may knock me on my feet, knock me off my feet for the rest of the night?
I don't know. You could try hiking back to Cara Dûm. I know they have ale there.
I know. Okay. How much is it gonna cost? I'm a dry dwarf right now. I've drank the last of what I have.
Pretty desperate.
Yeah. And you are sending me.
Run!
You know that, you do know that elves don't drink ale, right?
No, but you have travelers coming through. So,
Yes, who sell us things we don't buy.
and where would
We
this?
don't sell to them. We don't stock things that we don't actually, want.
Oh,
Perhaps you could try some of the wagons outside.
thank you. And I'm gonna give him a silver coin, which I'm gonna go take off right now. I'm gonna flick him a silver coin for his tip, and thank you for your help, kind sir.
He catches it. He looks at you really funny. And then he just he puts it up like this. And then he goes like this, and suddenly his hand's empty.
I'm just gonna walk away. Don't do that again.
That's pretty cool.
That is actually pretty cool.
So I say to Bjorn as he comes out and to the others, well, I've been, I relay actually all the conversation I had with the elf in the bookstore. So tonight, guys seem pretty interested. I'd appreciate if you came with me. Tonight.
Wait, where? What?
To the book place. He said this guy we need to meet is quite weird. And, well, I haven't seen an elf who isn't weird, so I'm really, really scared of an elf that is
God,
weird.
they're a bunch of sketchy bastards.
Was going to say, elves are weird.
So untrusting as well. They're so untrusting.
If this is normal, I don't want to see weird alone at least.
All right. Do you guys actually go try and talk to someone on the wagons?
Yeah, I
you
think
just-
we're gonna try and help Bjorn get food and water. I think we're gonna split up, and at least me. I'm gonna go like, dude, do you have something to eat? And
So like literally the first wagon guy you talk to, he's like, oh yeah, just go talk to Joe. Joe always brings extra in case there's people who, you know, have a little bit of a thirst.
there we go. I'm actually gonna buy Bjorn like the first round, just because I'm pretty happy we're gonna finally find a translation for this map.
You guys have succeeded in finding
Roger.
something. I'm just like, hey, how are you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give 1 gold to the guy and buy as much ale as I can for 1 gold.
That's a lot
I'm
of it.
totally gonna yoink
Yeah.
a half pint and just be like,
I mean, we have a lot of a dwarf right here. We need
So
a lot
Joe's-
of no.
Joe's a very like bouncy fat guy. He cheerfully sells you like a literal barrel of ale and some bread and hard cheese. Stuff that travels well.
I put it down and I say,
Believe it or not, that is my diet IRL. If I was single, that would be my diet full time. I'm really sorry, man.
Bjorn.
He laughs at
There
you a
we
little
go.
bit. He's like, "You tried to buy from the elves. The elves only tried to buy things from the elves. The elves only buy things. They don't sell things."
They get
Crazy.
really, really shitty if you look at their artifacts as well. I only touched it and it
It's theirs. The elves are very proprietary about everything they own. Not even allowed to hunt in the forest. You don't have any idea how much one of these trees would go for? They won't even let us cut down one of them.
Wait, the trees are worth money.
Yeah, you live in a world in which there's literally no forests except for one that has to be carefully like tended to in order not to run out of wood.
I've never really given much thought to trees.
You literally cannot make new ships with like large mass because there are no trees large enough. A single a full-sized elven tree would be the key component to building alleys that could potentially travel like further. Communication with the outside world, with the rest of the world, is like gone because we can make ships that are big and safe enough.
But elves,
I'm suddenly like, no.
Literally, if you could get a single tree back to like the human lands, you could become a king.
But elves don't want you to cut them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'd be awful if somebody was to somehow.
And I've heard that elves are like looking at Finn and saying this. I've heard that elves are very good with bows, like very good.
Yeah, I heard that too. We'll have to see one day.
You know what? We have ale.
Finn's reaction is hilarious.
Hey, I'm pretty fucking good, man. I'm just like, psh, whatever.
So I guess we're gonna drink and we're gonna eat. And until tonight, anything else that you want to
So
do?
what happens? All right. Well, I'm just gonna be like, so what happens to people that hunt in the forest then?
I don't know. I've never seen any of them come back.
So this forest is probably full of like elves sneaking around and being all like, then yeah.
I don't go into the forest. I bring the food for the people who didn't forgot, and I sell my wares. Also, at some point during this conversation, Growl comes up to
Grunt's having an enforced now.
Findira and hands her an extra gold piece. And he says, "This is your share of the horse."
Wait, what? Why did she get an extra share?
She helped butcher the horse.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
She takes the extra. Gladly.
Grunt is following
I
Growl
am
around
saved
and
the
eating.
party. Do I get an extra gold as well?
No. Why would you get an extra gold?
Because I was like really heroic and I like saved your friggin' nephew.
That was your job. That thing you did was called your job, for which you have been amply compensated.
By the way, when she sees that the extra thing that she's getting is just like another gold piece, she's like really less excited.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to, as they talk, I'm gonna chant a couple of words, move my hands around, and I'm gonna cast a suggestion spell on Growl.
Oh.
Okay.
And in the suggestion, I'm gonna say, you know what? You should treat Grunt a lot better. because of what he did and killed so many scorpions.
There's a saving throw for that.
Yes, saving throw wisdom. Wisdom based on Nork.
Okay. That's my DC.
14.
He does not succeed.
Okay, so he is under the effect.
So you have to concentrate on this and it only lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's for 8 hours, but basically, like for 8 hours, he needs to treat.
So for the next 8 hours, he treats Grunt significantly better.
There we go. I'm gonna like Neal's reaction when he comes back. It's your uncle has been treating you very good.
Do they know that it was a suggestion spell after the fact?
No. Even if they fail, they don't know. Yeah, even if they fail, that's not the spell. Charm or something like that.
Yeah.
Charm, they know, but suggestion doesn't matter. They basically just hear something in their mind. You should do this, and they realize it's not their thoughts, not their idea.
So Grunt's following around Growl and eating in front of him. And Growl suddenly like turns and pats him on the back and like, let's go drink together. Grunt's like, whoop.
That's a good impression.
That was very good.
You guys spend the rest of the late afternoon drinking and eating with Joe.
Okay.
He's a very jovial sort of fellow. He keeps answering your questions about the elves and keeps complaining that there's no wood. And that's a good place to take our first break.
Yeah, we're gonna see you guys in just a couple of minutes with more The Gems of Power. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.